Welcome back to What's in a Villain, where we talk about great villains and what makes them great. Today we will talk about a villain that was intentionally designed to be absolutely loathed. That villain is Monaca Towa from Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls, and boy oh boy does she accomplish that goal. She has to be one of the most hated villains I've ever seen. Her actions are absolutely despicable. Keep in mind, I will not be talking about her appearance in Danganronpa 3, only her appearance in Ultra Despair Girls, as I feel Danganronpa 3 ruined all the characterization that was built up in Ultra Despair Girls, as well as the fact that she barely appears at all in it. As per usual, we will first do a synopsis of Monaca's role in the story, and then we'll get into a character analysis. Let's begin. Ultra Despair Girls follows Komaru Naegi and Toku Fukawa as they try to escape the ravaged hellscape that is Towa City. Towa City is currently experiencing a genocide being carried out by Monaca's group, the Warriors of Hope. We first see Monaca on a TV broadcast, where she and her group kill a newscaster and declare that they will kill every adult in Towa City. It is immediately clear what Monaca's main goal is: genocide. Monaca has already set the bar high for villainous acts. What can be worse than genocide, am I right? But trust me, her actions get much worse later on. Komaru is then captured by the Warriors of Hope and taken to their base. Here, Komaru meets Monaca face to face. Monaca explains that Komaru will be forced to participate in the demon hunting game, where she will be hunted down and killed by the Warriors of Hope and their Monokuma robots. This scene also illustrates Monaca's influence over the Warriors of Hope. She is not the leader, yet despite that, all the members dote on her, obeying her every command. Even the so-called leader of the Warriors is wrapped around her finger. Later in the demon hunting game, the leader of the Warriors, Masaru, is eliminated. The Warriors make a shrine for him, and Monaca pretends to cry for him, every now and then insulting him. She even forgets his name after a few minutes. Not a good look, Monaca. Not a good look at all. She then elects Nagisa to be the new leader, and manipulates him into continuing the demon hunting game, despite his insistence on wanting to create a paradise for children. Anytime Nagisa puts up any resistance, Monaca quickly turns the group against him to intimidate him. She also knows that Nagisa has a crush on her, and will use that against him anytime she can. Another member of the Warriors of Hope, Jotaro, is presumed dead. Monaca gets into a dispute with another member, Kotoko. Monaca intentionally brings up the fact that Kotoko was molested, making her have a flashback, and she becomes paralyzed in fear. Kotoko begs Monaca to stop, and Monaca reassures her that everything will be alright, all while punching her in the face over and over. This shows that Monaca is willing to do anything she can to manipulate others, including making people relive past traumas. In fact, this is a strategy she seems to use a lot, and it works, since the highest-ranking members of the Warriors of Hope are all abused kids. It is still an extremely disgusting tactic, and is most likely one of the reasons why she is so widely hated. Next chapter, we finally get to see Monaca's true intentions. Monaca reveals to Nagisa that she never really cared about his goal to create a children's paradise. She was just in it for the genocide. Monaca's goal is to become, or create, the successor to Junko Enoshima, the main villain of the Danganronpa universe. Monaca then sexually assaults Nagisa, all while making fun of Nagisa's abuse at the hands of his parents. This completely breaks Nagisa, and he pretty much goes insane after this. Finally, Monaca does battle with Komaru. Despite being in a wheelchair the whole game, Monaca reveals that she is not disabled at all, and only used it as an act to manipulate people. After battling with Komaru, Monaca gives Komaru the controller that controls the Monokuma kids, a group of brainwashed children. She then forces Komaru into a lose-lose situation. She can either destroy the controller, which will kill all the Monokuma kids, or not destroy the controller, and let the Towa City genocide continue. In order to further torment Komaru, Monaca then reveals that she tortured and killed Komaru's parents. Monaca also reveals that she wants to make Komaru the successor of the infamous Junko Enoshima. This shows that Monaca is willing to take whatever measures necessary to achieve her goals, whether it be mind-breaking, torture, sexual assault, or genocide. Eventually, with the help of Toko, Komaru snaps out of it and finally defeats Monaca. Monaca is then crushed under some rubble, but manages to live. So, now that we have gone over Monaca's actions, let's see what life events helped shape those actions. Monaca was born as an illegitimate child, and her father was forced to adopt her. She was clearly not welcome in the family, as every time she would speak, everyone would stop talking and glare at her, as if she didn't even have the right to exist. Monaca became suicidal, and in order to cope, started pretending to be disabled. This ruse managed to work, and many started to feel bad for her, especially her father and brother, who felt they were responsible for her fake injury. Think about that for a minute. Monaca must have been so badly abused at home that it wasn't a far stretch to think that her father and brother could have abused her so badly that she became paralyzed from the waist down. This is quite the horrific backstory, but it certainly does not excuse Monaca's later actions. Despite her abuse, some of Monaca's actions are meaningless and are done out of pure malice. For example, Monaca knew that the Warriors of Hope were all abused children with horrible lives. She convinced them to take part in a suicide pact. They were all going to jump off the roof together, but Monaca was planning not to jump and let the other Warriors of Hope die. Why? Because she thought it would be a funny prank. I think this sadism comes from Monaca replicating her abuser's behaviors. She is abused at home, and thus she abuses others. Also keep in mind that Monaca is a child. Her formative experiences were all negative ones, and she has not grown up with a proper sense of morality. She has never experienced good in her life, only evil. However, Monaca is about to get a role model who will teach her a moral system, albeit a very twisted one. At the last second, before the warriors killed themselves, Junko Enoshima stepped in and convinced them to stop. Junko then took in the warriors and taught them her moral system of despair. So here we have a character who already has quite the mean streak, a character who has never had a role model to look up to. This character now finally has a role model that tells her that her actions are okay, and even convinces her to become more and more evil. Monaca now has a philosophy behind her before meaningless actions. Everything she does now is for the sake of Junko, and for the sake of despair. Junko's philosophy states that one should inflict as much despair as possible. This is just encouraging Monaca to be even more sadistic than she already was. This role model is then promptly taken away. Monaca is left all on her own. There is no one there to validate her actions, and so Monaca quickly becomes desperate to find a surrogate, someone who can guide her. The irony of this is, Monaca is the one who created the plan to make a successor for Junko Enoshima. She has been guiding herself the whole time. She no longer needs Junko's support. Monaca realizes this at the end of the game, and states that instead of finding a successor for Junko Enoshima, she will simply become the successor. Not only that, she states that not only will she be a successor, she will surpass Junko Enoshima. Through the course of the game, Monaca has actually become stronger than she ever was. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed learning why Monaca is one of the most hated characters in the Danganronpa series, as well as her reasoning. She is truly an interesting character. I just wish all that characterization wasn't squandered in later installments. For What's in a Villain, this is CJ Mack signing out. Have a nice tragedy.